Hi one and all. Today we are going to discuss about DevOps. So this is today's agenda. So we are going to discuss about what is DevOps, why exactly we need DevOps, how DevOps works for IT industry, 7 C's of DevOps is nothing but a life cycle of DevOps, and we have software development life cycle models. So we'll discuss those models, and we will end our session with the conclusion part. So before, we need to know about what is DevOps, how DevOps came into picture. So most of the software IT industry wants to satisfy the customers. From over the years, the customers having concerns like how we can release on time updates and how can we have a stable release, or how can address the problems before the user get impacted. So we have a very simple answer is called DevOps implementation. Just to apply the DevOps. And what is DevOps? In simple words, DevOps is a combination of software development and the IT operation. DevOps is a mindset for the perfect applicable to the organization. It is a culture that promotes better relationship in the company. So we have a relationship, so it is used to deliver service very effectively. So it is a practice that provides rapid, reliable delivery of the software. DevOps approach is based on the agile and lean principles, in which each and every team part of it. And whether you have a small industry or like a startup, or you have a mid-range industry, or your company belongs to one of the Fortune 500 company, to be informed that IT industry is adopting DevOps more effectively. Why we need DevOps for IT industry? Let us take an example. The developer is used to fix the bugs and build the updates of an existing application. Let's say he built an application successfully and he wants to deploy to the production server, so as he needs to wait for a week or a month to deploy those changes to the production server. On the other hand, we have a competitor. He is always ready to deploy some of their services to the production server more quickly. When finally developer deploy his code to the production server, then he get a dependencies error because developer built his code on the development environment which is not identical to the production environment. On the other hand, in the operational team, administrator is responsible to maintain the servers and to have no downtime in the production environment. Let's say the servers are going faster because customers are consuming more services for the respective organization. We have a scenario whenever new code comes from the developer, administrator is responsible to check the failures and to maintain the servers without the downtime. So he will use to schedule the releases for a week or a month. The tools which is used by the administrator in the production environment, which is totally different from the development environment and which is not so effective. So what can help the developer and administrator to work more efficiently? So how DevOps works in the IT industry? DevOps works on the COMS model framework. So what is COMS model? In COMS, C denotes for the culture. What is culture is? It is a choice made by the people within the organization. So people who are making decisions or making choices must be have a common goals to aim for, so that they can willing to step outside of their comfort zone. In comms, A denote for the automation. So what is automation? Here you can reduce the human errors and increase the speed. According to the requirement, automation takes may perform a repetitive task. And the next one in the comm comes L. L denotes for the lean, and it is very important. Lean is agile aspect within the DevOps. We need to apply 7 lean practice principles. The first one is eliminating the waste. Second one is the learning. Third one is most important, decision making. And the fourth one is delivering or the releasing as fast as possible with the quality maintenance. The fifth one is empowering the team. Sixth one is a build integrity is nothing but the honest builds. The seventh one is monitoring. So in comms, next come YUM. YUM is nothing but the measurement. What is measurement? It measures each and everything. Expose your data and transport so that you can inspect and adapt things. So in comms, the last one is yes. Yes is nothing but the sharing. Sharing is, as a DevOps engineer, we need to share experience with one another. If it is wrong, then you can learn things more effectively. So what is 7 C's of the DevOps, or the life cycle of the DevOps, we can say as? So first we'll discuss about the continuous development. This phase involves planning and coding of software. This is decided during the planning phase. Next we'll discuss about the continuous integration. It is an heart of entire DevOps life cycle. Here we have a unit testing, integration testing, code review, and packaging whenever developer commits its code. Next we discuss about the continuous testing. This phase is for developed software, is continuously testing for bugs. Next we comes to continuous monitoring. In this phase involves all the operational factors of entire DevOps process. Next we have a continuous feedback. This phase is used to analyzing the result from the operations of the software. And the next important, we have continuous deployment. In this phase, code is deployed to the production servers and ensure the servers are correctly managed or not. And at the end we have operation, that is, at the end we have continuous operation. Operations based on continuity with complete automation of release process, and it allows organization to accelerate overall time of market. So software development life cycle, we have different methods. A waterfall method is the first one, and it is a simple to understand and apply. Each phase must be completed before moving to next, and phase have no overlap, and there are no communication between the client to developer and the developer to administrator as well. Next we have agile method. It is a hybrid of iterative and incremental process model. Agile model divides the product into small incremental releases. Iterates of the builds are available, and here the communication takes place between the client to developer, and no communications between the developer to the administrator. And we have at the end a DevOps method. This implementation takes place like an infinite phase, very effective during this phase, and we have a developer to admin communication, as we discussed earlier. It is a communication between the software development and the IT operation team. And here we will end this with the conclusion, as we said. And with the help of the DevOps, improved collaboration, the communication or the collaboration has been improved so that they can work more effectively for the development and the deployment. The security is enhanced with the DevOps approach, and the deliveries takes place. There is no delays, no schedule timings in the delivery part, as we see. And the reliability is nothing but the quality is being very trustworthy of the the performance is consistent, say, with the speed as well. So that is the end of our session. Thank you for joining. Please like, share and subscribe.